Good day everyone, so hope you're all doing really well. I've got quite a bit to show to you in today's video. We'll talk a bit about Xilonen's infinite roller skating glitch, the ability to use Mualani, skill infinitely, and Kachina just like we did in Genshin Impact version 5.0, so do stay tuned. But for those of you that saw yesterday's video, I basically discovered a way to replicate the Xilonen 5.1 glitch that allows you to do this infinite roller skating without activating her elemental skill. And the version I presented yesterday was a bit buggy in the sense that you couldn't jump, which was kind of very annoying, and there were a couple of restrictions and things that just made it not fun to play with. Now, in true Kokomi clan fashion, I went back, I studied the glitch, and I tried replicating it with Mualani to great success. And whilst doing it, I discovered that if you mix in another glitch, so if you take the 12 steps to replicate this glitch and you take another few 7 steps, you basically get a version which is absolutely functioning. And that is what was so cool, because not only do I have a functioning version, I now know how to fix my own problematic version. So Mualani and Kachina, all of them with Xilonen work perfectly. Unfortunately, the glitch does not work with Chaska and Auroron, but from what I've also seen from the Mavuika leaks, we can hopefully get Mavuika to do infinite roller, no, not roller, just like infinite motorbiking. So do stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's talk a bit about exactly what is happening. So here in the background, you can see quite successfully with Xilonen, I was able to replicate the things we did in 5.1. We can do the underwater swimming, as you can see here with the HUD. I don't need to hide the buggy HUD anymore, which kind of gives the glitch away. Everything is now working as it should. Here is a Kachina. I didn't take the time because once again, because you've got all these 19 steps to follow to fix her version, but you can see here we are able to roll or drive here with Kachina infinitely. There's a big Kokomi that's just blurring out a bit of a secret, so Kokomi is always awesome. Alright, so this is the Kachina version. In the future videos you'll see me using the proper version of it, but I just wanted to show you that yes, in 5.2 in this area we've done it with Kachina, in case people think I'm just reusing old footage. No, this is the actual glitch in 5.2. And here's the glitch with Mualani. So you can see here we are out of bounds near the volcano. We've got Paimon's permission to be out of bounds. Paimon's keeping a good eye on us. And here we are surfing with Mualani in the water, on the land. We can jump, we can do all of the usual crazy things. I found a random blue patch of grass. Nothing really interesting here. Hoyo is still like building this area. So we'll see that in the future, and I'll cover this in an upcoming video. But there you go. All of the free characters, we can do their glitches here in 5.2, so that is absolutely awesome, and it made me really happy to discover this. And this glitch, for those of you that are interested in trying to replicate it, it does work independently from the Paimon barrier glitch. So you can activate it, then go outside of bounds here with Paimon and just then have a good time. The one thing that I love about Mualani is the fact that because you can do infinite surfing, and once you're on land you can actually dash with Mualani, you get into this unique position that if you want to travel out of bounds quickly, you can do so. And sometimes if you're on the Sumeru side of the map, you can get the Wave Rider, but even if you use that to like travel out of bounds, it's just not as fast, so it's very slow compared to the Mualani version. So being able to infinite skate with Mualani outside of the Paimon barrier is really cool. And then finally I wanted to show you this because I randomly discovered this as well. We're outside of Sumeru City and we're outside of Natland, but the Night Soul transmission mechanism still works, as you can see here on screen. Unfortunately, whilst the game indicates that it works, we can't switch characters because we're behind the Paimon barrier, and due to the nature of the glitch, the game thinks we're still teleporting, which means the characters are not technically on the map. In other words, the server side on Hoyo's end thinks we're in a teleport state. It just noted our last ground position, so we're all good in that front. But you can see I'm consuming phlogiston outside of Natlan, and I'm gonna go back inbounds into the Sumeru area. one thing that a lot of people don't know is that behind the Paimon barrier, you actually technically exit a certain region. So us crossing back into Sumeru means the game will successfully register us as being in Sumeru. So some people might have said, well, if you're out of bounds, then maybe there's a glitch, but no, it legitimately, you can use the phlogiston mechanic outside of Natlan. It's just that it's also just another bug that you have to run. But yeah, that is all the cool things I can show to you in today's video. It's absolutely fun to do them, and like I explained in yesterday's video, I have zero intention of sharing all of this, because the moment I do, oh boy, Hoyo is just gonna slap down a fix, and that's just going to spoil all the fun, because Genshin doesn't really have a lot of endgame, so it's really good to be able to look and play around with the game in a bit of a different way, and the Spiral Abyss is boring as well, so it is what it is. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video, and thank you so much for watching. Keep well.